Previously in this series,
Satan wanted her to pay attention to what was missing. Why? Because he understands where attention goes, intention follows.
Yep.
And as soon as he got her attention on the tree that she couldn't have, he knew she would put her intention on the tree that she couldn't have.
Ooh.
And so the first temptation in the history of the world was for Adam and Eve to focus on what was missing. And as soon as they focused on what they didn't have, they lost everything they did have.
Woo.
I know you like this part of this video series, but you're going to love the entire thing. I invite you to go back and watch the entire thing in sequential order. So if you're jumping in the middle somewhere, go back, watch the first video, then the second, then the third. Like, watch these videos in sequential order. They will bless you beyond measure.
Well, I want to take this a little bit further.
Please do.
Because the revelation or the realization of your royalty, initiates a search. At least at a subconscious level, you are now looking for your domain. So I want to say something about how you can find your domain, because I think it's very important that we, as part of this kingdom establishment, I think it's important that we, number one, discover our domain, and that we, number two, develop it, and that we, number three, defend it, and that we, number four, dominate it.
Come on now.
Okay? So once you discover your domain, you're going to develop it, and you're going to defend it, and you're going to dominate it. And so I first saw this in the Genesis, right? Because the garden was Adam's domain to work with initially. Because how many of you think the Garden of Eden was beautiful? Okay, so I want to make it very clear, God did not make it beautiful. Adam made it beautiful. The Bible does not say that God created the Garden of Eden. It says he planted a garden eastward in Eden, which means that at one stage it was a field of mud. It emerged around Adam, and his job was to, number one, dress it. Which means something is growing around you, and it is your job to see the beauty in it and to dress it. You dress it and you keep it. You make it beautiful, you keep it beautiful. I think of it as a beautiful place, but it didn't start that way. And when it comes to your domain, okay, it's not about looking for a ready-made situation.
Come on now.
It's about realizing that the seeds of your own economic redemption have already been planted beneath your feet.
Go ahead, Bishop.
That you're walking on an opportunity and into opportunity all the time. That you're looking at things and labeling them wrong. If you are not thinking abundantly, you're looking at things and labeling them wrong. You're looking at a problem and calling it a problem when you should be saying, here is an opportunity. Because if it irritates me, it must irritate thousands and millions of others. And if I can figure out how to solve this for me, then I can package that and make that available for others.
Bishop, this is so wild, bro. Ephesians chapter 5, verse number 16. A lot of people know what it says. Almost nobody knows what it's saying. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. Guess what the word redeem means? It means to buy back, to rescue from loss, and to improve opportunity. So I'm supposed to buy back my time, rescue it from loss, and improve opportunity. Why? Because the days are evil. That word evil is not evil like the devil is evil. Go look it up. It's literally full of turmoil, difficult in nature. We are supposed to buy back our time, rescue it from loss, improve our opportunity because life is hard. Wow. You blow my mind, bro.
Likewise. Likewise. So it's interesting that all of these secrets are right here in the Genesis, and they give us a sense of God's original intent. All right? Originally, he wants you to be a reflection of himself.
100%.
Using your gifts, your skill set to transform the field of mud into a beautiful garden and to keep it. It's about dominion. He rules the world through you, because he is the king of your heart. Because he has your heart, he has everything that you have. So he wants you to have everything. And as you have everything and he has you, that's the plan. That's the original intent. So it gets disrupted in Genesis 3.
It does.
And Jesus said, I have come to seek and to save that which was lost. It's called the restitution of all things. It's God getting what he wanted in the beginning. And Jesus has come to do that. But he's keeping it secret because if the princes of the world knew what he was really up to, they wouldn't have crucified him. Actually, they would have taken care of him, right? So his plan was a mystery, and I'm not sure how much time we have left, but
let's say 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Well, I'll share something about the secret plan of Jesus. Would that help?
Oh, that'll help me.
Okay. Yeah. and I can biblically call it a secret because that's what Jesus called it.
Come on now.
Okay? In Matthew 13, he gives 7 parables, and the word parables of the kingdom, and the word parable means a parallel. Okay, it's a parallel. And when he was asked, why are you speaking to people in parables? He said, because it is given to you to know the mysteries or the secrets of the kingdom, but to them it is not given. Because to him who has, more will be given. If you understand the secret of the kingdom, you will get more of the kingdom. Seek first the kingdom of God. Everything else, it gets added to you. So these are the secrets, and there are 7 of them, and numbers are not accidentally placed in the Bible.
Come on now.
Numbers have meanings. They give context to the text. There are 7 because 7 is God's number, signifying a finished work, the conclusion of the matter, the ultimate outcome. So there are 7 parables, and he calls them secrets of the kingdom. All right? In the first parable, there is a sower who is sowing seed, and some falls by the wayside, some falls among stones, and some falls among thorns, and some falls on good ground. Right? Okay. Good news is we don't have to interpret that because he interprets it himself. He says, the good seed is the word of the kingdom, not the gospel of salvation, the word of the kingdom. And he says, where it falls by the wayside, this refers to those who hear it but don't understand it. Okay? So if you don't understand the word of the kingdom, that word cannot produce a manifestation of the kingdom in your life. So we should seek to understand the kingdom if the kingdom is going to be manifested for us. The second group is the seed that fell among stone or shallow ground, and he says that it didn't take root, and then the sun came up and scorched it because it had no root in itself. Okay? So these are people who didn't really contemplate or take seriously the word of the kingdom to where it could actually grow roots inside of them. So people talk kingdom, they're not really convicted of the kingdom. They're not really convinced of the kingdom. And so if they get persecution for the kingdom's sake, they will quickly abandon that. All right, the third group was the group who the word was choked out by the cares of this life and the deceitfulness of riches and the lust of other things. In other words, this group did not prioritize the kingdom. And you have to prioritize the kingdom, seek first the kingdom for everything else to be added to you. So this is all bad ground, which means the good ground is simply this: people who understand it, people who take it seriously, and people who prioritize it.
So
right?
good, Bishop.
If you understand the kingdom, which may take some seeking and searching out, you understand it, you take it seriously, and you prioritize it, that's good ground. Now, according to Jesus, that word of the kingdom is going to produce sons of the kingdom. Let's all say sons of the kingdom.
Sons of the kingdom.